In order to add users to your organization, you will first need to be logged into the website and have administrator permissions assigned to your account. To get to the users section, click on the administration heading at the top of the page. It can take a little while to load due to the number of organizations and user details it is loading. Once it has loaded, you will see a long list of organizations in alphabetical order, and you'll need to scroll down or Control F to find yours. So once you have found your organization, click on it to reveal the drop-down of all users that are currently assigned to it. As you can see here, it will display the email address, the thermometers the user has access to, and the level of privilege assigned to the user. Users with view-only permissions will only be able to view the data submitted to the organization. Users with edit permissions will be able to add and edit records submitted by the organization, and users with administrator permissions will be able to do all of this as well as manage users. So to add a user, click on the Add User button at the top here. You will then be greeted with this form. So you will need to add a username and an email address. You will then need to select which thermometer they require access to. For example, if they only submit to the classic thermometer, you'll only need to select the classic thermometer, and then select the level of access you wish to provide them with. In this case, we need this user to have edit permissions for the classic thermometer. We also need them to have administration permissions for the medication thermometer. Once you're happy, click the Save New User button at the bottom here. Once you click this button, one of two things will happen. If the user has already registered for an account on the web tool, but has not been linked to the organization, they will receive what looks like an error message saying that the user could not be created. However, there is an option to update their user permissions. Clicking the update button will edit their permissions as you've suggested below. If the user has not already registered, you will receive a confirmation page showing that the user has been created. At the same time, the user will then automatically receive an email containing their login details. Once you're happy, you can close out of this page. If you then find your organization again, you can now see that the user I have added now has the relevant permissions. In order to edit user permissions, click on the Edit button on the right-hand side here, and this will provide an option to edit any user's permissions from view only to edit or admin permissions, or if you want to remove them completely from the organization, you can select the None or Remove option on the left-hand side here. For example, I want the access levels for the safety thermometer email address to be set to view only. If I select view only for that user and then click Save Changes, this will update the user's permissions accordingly.